All right, y'all see where I'm at? I'm downtown Baltimore, perfectly live. My son in the hospital, so I got things I got to do. So this is what I'm doing. I'm coming down here Friday morning at 8 o'clock. Friday morning at 8 o'clock. You see these trees? I'm going to have dirty laundry put on these trees. Everything that Congressman Cummings knows about my situation, I'm going to put on these trees. Congressman Cummings, President Obama, Senator Hardin, Senator Mikulski, Dutch Ruppersberger. We're going to show the Maryland delegation and what role they play in mass incarceration. We're going to show the Maryland delegation, city, county, state, and federal levels, and the role that they play in mass incarceration and denial of black people's rights in America. I'm coming to my congressman's office because it's my right to petition my government. Under the Constitution, I have a right to petition my government when I have grievances, and this is my grievance. I put a toilet here in December 2010 for Congressman Cummings to address the issue of my false imprisonment in Illinois. I put a toilet right here. It had Congressman Cummings' name on it. It had Dutch Ruppersberger. It had that case in Illinois that y'all falsely imprisoned me for. Y'all kidnapped me in Illinois and you kidnapped me in Maryland. That's against the law. That's against the law, Congressman Cummings. Kidnapping is against the law. Like I said, this is Dred Scott. I'm a free man in one state and I'm a slave in another. So I'm putting this on your door so there ain't no misunderstandings about nothing. Camera right there. This right here. It's a legal notice. A legal public notice. I'm going to evict you from your office. If you can't do your job, you're going to be evicted. I'm going to be here. And I'm going to stand right here on public space on Friday for everybody to come into your office. You can call the police. This is perfectly legal. Like the Westboro Baptist Church. I'm going to stay in your ass until you do your job. You got elected to represent the people. And if you don't represent us, these people is going to start making you do your job or take you out of office. You don't represent the black community. You represent the white community. You what they call a overseer on the plantation. You a black face distributing white justice and white injustice in our black community. You sat here and exploited black tragedies. You exploit black tragedies. You went down here for the riots with Freddie Gray because you created them riots with Freddie Gray. You signed off on them laws to stop and frisk. You signed off on those laws in Congress under the 13th Amendment, which enslaves our people. You helped O'Malley with that stop and frisk and make a whole lot of money here in Baltimore off of illegal incarcerations. President Obama said, investigate my case. You, my representative, you're supposed to investigate my case as a representative of the United States Congress. So here it is. This email is a response to Congressman Cummings' letter banning me from his office in Baltimore. We have a failure of communication. My paperwork is in your office and is related to testifying in front of a congressional judiciary concerning corruption and abuses of power by public and elected officials concerning mass incarceration under the 13th Amendment, mainly Shellenberger, Bernstein, Chief Johnson, former Commissioner Belfield, under Governor O'Malley's stop and frisk. Your constituent service director accepted my DVD 12/10/2010 at Councilman Welch's retirement party at City Hall. On that tape, the following videos. These videos is on that tape. All right? You have knowledge and evidence of crimes committed by elected officials in Baltimore City, Baltimore County courts, and refuse to defend my constitutional rights. I never harassed anyone, but simply asked a question on film concerning my situation. I'm an independent filmmaker, activist, mentor, business owner, as well as a black Republican. I'm a black Republican, y'all. And y'all use your Democratic Party to suppress black votes in Baltimore. You use your Democratic Party to support me getting blacks to join the Republican Party. That's what it is, plain and simple. You reading this? You have evidence of government stop and frisk, all right? I want everybody to read this. You can't say that I broke no laws. All right. Right here. This video shows the history of making a movie, and it was about black history, slavery, Dred Scott, and the 13th Amendment. All right. You got videotapes. Like I said, this note is on his door. I'm not breaking no law. I'm not carrying a firearm. I'm carrying the camera, and I'm carrying the conversation. So when you see me here on Friday, I will be right here. That toilet is going to be left right here, and it's evidence for a federal trial. You can get in touch with the Department of Justice. Y'all seen me in City Hall last week. I gave the card to the Department of Justice. Alicia Lands. You got the Department of Justice here. Alan Locke that destroyed video footage the same way that Congressman Cummings destroyed evidence. Alan Locke from the Department of Justice here in Baltimore, Maryland destroyed the evidence. Brian Vaith was with me. All right. I don't need a million people to march. I need a million people to pay attention. I need a million people to pay attention to the illegal acts by our Congress and our Senate. Our congressmen and our senators are the ones that are incarcerating the black community. And y'all need to realize that fact. So just like Dred Scott, I want a case in front of the Supreme Court. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up taking my case in front of the Supreme Court on a writ of certiorari. And we're going to talk about my illegal incarceration in Illinois and in Maryland, just like Dred Scott. And we're going to do it under Wainwright. We're going to do it under Wainwright because I'm an indigent. I don't have any money to approach the court. And you can't deny me access to the court because I'm a broke man. You can't deny me access to the court because I'm homeless. You're going to have to address these issues if you like it or not. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, I'm going to be in your face anywhere I see you. Publicly, privately, churches, breakfast, any event that you at, I'm going to be there. You represent the people, not just white people, not just rich people. You represent all people in your district. Do you understand? And it's a public notice. I'm going to be here. You can call Commissioner Davis, and Commissioner Davis got the information. Commissioner Davis has my criminal complaint. Commissioner Davis refuses to give my criminal complaint to the States Attorney Mosby. Mosby refuses to deal with it. So this is where we at. You're going to have to lock me up. And when you lock me up, you're going to have to take me to trial. When you take me to trial, I'm going to request that Commissioner Davis, Mosby, Congressman Cummings, Dutch Rupersberger, Mikulski, all produce that information and that material. Are you between a rock and a hard place? It's damned if you do and damned if you don't. Because I'm going to keep fucking with you until you lock me up. And when you lock me up, I'm going to have a jury of 12. Just like I did in Towson. And you know I'm good in the courtroom. I'm real good in the courtroom. I ain't lost a case yet. And we're going to talk about that. All right? Take me to court. Give me my property back. Give me my standing in the community back. And admit what you did. Until you do, you got to deal with me. Call the police all you want. Call the Department of Justice. Call the FBI. Call whoever the fuck you want. That's not going to stop me from getting what belongs to me. So see you Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning, December the 2nd. The anniversary of my son's death. 10 years strong, y'all.